voice sound a little bit worse from being sick. So anyways, today we're going to be getting started with our 2025 Christmas kickoff here with decorating the kitchen. I absolutely love how everything came out this year. This is the first time that I've put wreaths on my cabinets like this. I absolutely love this Norfolk pine garland that I purchased. I have this all over my house. I can't wait to show you other parts. Today we're just going to be focusing on the kitchen, which is my personal favorite part of any house. And it's where I'm going to be spending lots of time baking this year, which I cannot wait. So yeah, I hope that you guys get some motivation from this, get some ideas, if you haven't already decorated. So yeah, let's get on into it. Alright guys, we're just going to hop on into it. So we're going to go ahead and start off by just wiping off all of the surfaces here in the kitchen. I'm using the method, I think the scent was bamboo. And I like that it was in a green bottle and it smells like kind of like pine. So I thought it was perfect for, Christmas and the holiday season. Also, before I forget to mention, that corner like cabinet back there that's missing a handle, if that kills you, it also was killing me looking back at all my footage, seeing that handle missing. But long story short, whenever we had a bottle like sanitizer, what is it called? Like the thing that sanitizes your bottles, and the steam would like rise. And I don't know if it warped the area like where the screws are, but it like literally fell off. So we got one of them fixed. We need to get the other one. And so yeah, if that bothers you, that's kind of the story there behind that. So anyways, we're just going to go ahead and get everything wiped off, knock the dust off of stuff, just get, like any little bits of food and things like that are still left over on the counters. And if you notice, like some of the items that are already in here, these are pretty much items that I'm keeping out year round, like this not tiered tray, like this tray, I guess is what you call it. Is that what it's called on the left right here? That, and then like the wooden cutting board that I have over by the coffee machine. Those are things that I just kind of keep out year round, and I am still kind of working on my year round decor, but that's kind of where I've landed here as of late. So, we're just going to kind of work our way around the kitchen, starting here. You guys know I always start over here in this corner. It's just my favorite place to start, and I feel like all out of sorts if I try to do it any other way. So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and figure out, how we want this to look. I started out with a little Santa, cookie jar. I picked this up from Hobby Lobby. I absolutely love him. So I just kind of play around with this until I figure out something that just kind of sits right with me. So you'll just kind of see the process here of how we come up with what we did. Also, I wanted to mention, as you saw a little bit earlier in the video, I already have my piece of garland up above the kitchen window there. That's the only thing that I went ahead and did without you guys. And it was not super hard to put up, but I just wanted to, see what it would look like if I wanted the Norfolk pine that I went with. I wanted to see if that was actually what I wanted. So once I got it up, I was like, you know what, I'm not taking it down. I'm sure you guys will understand. So yeah, that's why that's already put up. loved those berries and that pop of red, but I just could not get those particular like stems right there to work. So you're going to see in just a second that I actually switched these out for like a frosted, like 2 frosted berry picks, and I absolutely love that transition. I even think that it matches like the tree a little bit better. So here you can kind of see that. And also you'll notice that I'm going to stick this like Christmas tree cutting board in the back here. I know you can kind of already see it in this clip, but I'm going to show you putting that up in just a second. But I absolutely love that. One of my friends got that for me last year or the year before, and I liked tying this little red ribbon to the top to just kind of bring that color up a little bit. Since we do have a white backsplash, I thought it needed like a little pop of something, so I absolutely love this little corner of the kitchen. Also overlook the order of this clip here, and this was whenever I still had the original berries in the tray, but of course we do land on the ones that I just showed you a second ago, the frosted ones. I liked those the best, and that's what we ended up going with. Moving on to one of my favorite areas to decorate, now that I have my new coffee pot. I have the Ninja, I guess I shouldn't call it a coffee pot, it's a coffee maker. But anyways, I used to have just the absolute like base Keurig model, the black one. So it was time for me to upgrade, I felt like, because I was just tired of the machine for one. It was getting a little bit older, and I didn't want the black anymore. We have a lot of dark in our house. I know you guys have heard me say that before, but anyways, I just really wanted a change, and I love this Ninja coffee pot. I keep calling it a coffee pot. Ninja coffee maker. Anyways, so this is my first Christmas getting to decorate with this, and just having like an actual like coffee corner that I actually like and enjoyed looking at. So I was really excited to figure out what I wanted to do over here. This gingerbread house, you guys, I will show a clip of how everything came out, of course, here in just a second, but I end up inserting another clip because this entire time, like even right now, I had the gingerbread house turned the wrong way. So the front of the gingerbread house, I couldn't figure out why it wasn't like feeling right to me, because I was like, I know I loved this house and I still like the way it looks, but the main front door, it's like has a lot more painting on the front, and you can't see it here. So like you're just seeing like the side views. So anyways, here in just a little bit, I will show like a final overview, and you'll be able to see the main front of that gingerbread house, and it is just absolutely adorable. Anyways, I know, I'm kind of rambling on here, but I went ahead and brought out another one of my gold bells. I didn't put all of them in that tray on the other side of the kitchen that we just worked on. I ended up kind of spreading those out a little bit, and I'm bringing one over here, and I thought it, kind of brought that gold over here a little bit to tie that in. I liked the gingerbread sign back here with that house. It's a little bit like, that's probably like as country as I would get as a sign like this. I even went back and forth on whether this was too country looking for me, because I don't really go like total farmhouse anymore. I would say that I'm more of kind of like almost like a modern farmhouse, like coastal farmhouse, like in my traditional like just year-round decor. I feel like I've always kind of like went towards like almost like a coastal look. But anyway, I love this cute little gingerbread corner we've got going on. love with this Norfolk pine. I know that this is not new to this year by any means, but this is a very popular garland to purchase if you're looking for something affordable and that is just very realistic looking. I always forget the material, but it's kind of like the rubbery material, and none, like zero stems or like zero whatever of this has fell off. And I have one here, and you're gonna see later on I end up putting 2 more on our stair railings, like going up our stairs, and I can attest that none of the garland pieces have had any pieces fall off of it, which is pretty impressive to me. Absolutely love it. And you'll see later on that I end up also putting a piece kind of intertwined on my fireplace. So I cannot wait to show you guys that video. It's actually already filmed at this point whenever I'm doing the voiceover for this video, and I cannot wait to show you guys, like kind of bringing that Christmas spirit on around the house here in the downstairs. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and put a bow again on our utensil holder. I know I did this last year. I loved it. That was the first year that I did that. So I want to go ahead and kind of carry that on into this year also. And you're going to see me pull out this dish if you watched my Christmas haul. I called it a butter dish, but the plate itself actually says an appetizer dish, which I like that better because I wasn't going to use this for butter anyways. So I ended up just sticking my oil glass here with a little cute cup, like a measuring cup. See, I was going crazy over this. I thought that was so cute. I just weaved some of those little berries around there. Anyways, I put a little green cup here, as you can see. It's actually a measuring cup, but I kind of turned it around to where you couldn't see the measurement, and I just stuck some toothpicks in it. And I was like, how cute is that? It's something, that I can actually use, but it's also cute. And I thought it was like the perfect little, addition here to what this needed. So that is going to do it for that section. This little corner makes me super happy. I love the Santa dish over here. Of course, I had to have Michael Bublé's Christmas playing on the Alexa show over there. I love the flocked tree here, and I just thought that all 3 of these items just paired really well together. My mother-in-law showed me the easiest hack ever, you guys, to show like how to make a bow with 2 dish towels, and I actually couldn't get mine to stay in my particular oven door. It was like too wide, but essentially you just take a second towel and bring it to the main top of like an open towel, and it makes like a little bow. So I ended up having to tie mine manually on the outside, but it's so cute and I love that idea. Anyways, moving on, we are going to put some wreaths along some of my cabinet doors. I have never done this, you guys. I don't know why. I was always just intimidated by it. Like, I hate command strips, as you guys know, but you do use command strips on the back sides of your cabinet. So I went ahead and just put it along 3 of my cabinets because I felt like any more than that would have just been way too much for the size of my kitchen, and just for me personally, I don't think it looks great to have like a wreath on every single one of your cabinets. But of course, do what makes you happy, do what you want to do. So this is just what I did, and I think it looked, paired well with my garland placement there. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you got some motivation and some ideas for your own kitchen. I would love to know down below what you guys are doing this year. Are you doing a theme, a certain color? I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.